Hey everyone, today I'm doing a chit chat get ready with me. I really like filming these types of videos, and I figured since I haven't really made a video in a little while and my last video was kind of boring, I figured I would make this just to kind of like talk to you guys some more. I don't know, my last video just wasn't really like, you know what I mean? So I feel like this will kind of make up for it, hopefully. I've already washed my face. I used my Lush Dark Angels face wash, and I've already primed my face. I used my Too Faced Hangover RX, can you see that? And I used my Makeup Forever mattifying primer. This combination of primers has been my favorite for like a minute now. Okay, so for foundation, I'm gonna be mixing two together. I have not used these foundations in a while, and honestly, I've never used them together, but we're just gonna go for it and see how it works out. I'm gonna take my Kat Von D Lock Tattoo Foundation. This is in the shade medium 57, and then I'm taking my Benefit Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow foundation in the shade beige. I'm mixing them on the back of my hand. Hopefully this color matches me right now.
Fuck, I forgot to get my beauty blender. They're damp. Wait, where is my beauty blender? I don't know. Oh, wait, I did get it damp.
Basically, I wanted to use the Kat Von D one because it's very full coverage and it's thick, and I don't know why, but for some reason today I wanted to use a thicker foundation. But I wanted to mix it with the Benefit one just to kind of lighten it, not the color, but like lighten the consistency just a little bit, because this shit is like cement. Anyways, I'm taking my damp beauty blender and blending this out on my face. This is really full coverage, but I'm doing a pretty thin layer. I'm just taking a little bit more and just doing like another light layer over anywhere that I need a little bit more coverage. And I'm going over my nose just to try to make it more even, because like I said, for some reason, the Kat Von D foundation always separates around my nose. Like, why? Honestly, this is like acrylic paint for your face. I mean, I don't mind. Like, a lot of people really don't mind that. And I'm one of those people, but I just like a heads up. Alright, next I'm going to use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in shade Custard. I'm trying to use products that I haven't really used in a while, this being one of them. And, you know, I'm just going underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. I really like this concealer. I haven't used it on its own in a while, because like I said, I usually mix concealers. But I'm really happy right now. I think it's good to mix it up a little bit and like kind of use old products that you haven't used in a while, or try new things. I get so like consistent with products, and I start using the same thing like every day. So sometimes you just have to like force yourself to try new things, or to try old things that you haven't used in a while. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is one of those products that I haven't used in a while. I've been using my Air Spun translucent powder, which is awesome. It's really cheap, and it's from the drugstore. But like I said, today we are just mixing it up. I feel like this one though, like it makes my face look really smooth. Like I feel like this kind of like, I don't know. I've used many pore filling primers, like Professional. Honestly, that's the only one I've tried. And I feel like this makes my pores less noticeable than the primer. I don't know, it's weird. Okay, so to set the rest of my face, I normally use my MAC Studio Fix powder, but today I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Pro Finish powder. This is in the shade 127. There's like hardly anything here, but we're going to make it work. Taking a little bit because this is a powder foundation, so I don't really want to really cake it on, but like I don't really, what am I trying to say? Just trying to set my foundation. Then I guess we can move on to bronzer and stuff like that. First I'm going to take my MAC Studio, MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deepest. This is not new. I use this all the time, but I can't really not use it. It's one of those things that I have to use. I always get comments saying, a little heavy on the bronzer. Use a lighter hand. Too much bronzer. Do you think I don't know how much bronzer I'm putting on? Like, I'm aware. I'm aware, honey. Your girl likes to be bronzed. So anyways, I'm applying this on my cheeks a little bit. I'm blending it up onto my temples and my forehead. Okay, next I'm going to take this product, which I haven't used in a while. I've had this for a year now because I bought it around last Valentine's Day. Too Faced came out with these Soulmates blush and bronzer things. Was it last Valentine's Day? And this one is in the shade Ross and Rachel. This is honestly my favorite bronzer. I don't really use it that much though because I try to like conserve it because I really don't want to run out. And I'm just taking the bronzer part. I'm not taking the blush. And I'm just lightly kind of applying this on my cheeks, kind of where I would apply blush. I don't know, I just feel like this is like an airbrushed bronzer. Like this makes my face look like airbrushed. That's it for bronzer. Do I want to wear blush today? I feel like my cheeks are very colored right now. So I don't think I'm gonna wear blush. I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face. I'm gonna be using what I always use, my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, just because I don't really have many other options besides my Anastasia palette. But I am going to be using a different brush. I usually use my e.l.f. small stippling brush, but today I'm going to be using my MAC 109. This is what I always used to use, and I switched it, but now I'm going to go back to it. And I just mixed the lightest shade and the darkest shade. I used to mix the middle shade and darkest shade, but clearly I can't do that. Oh, I really miss this brush. Alright, next I'm just going to go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. I have an eyebrow tutorial that I posted a little while ago. My eyebrow routine has changed since then. I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, so like I said, I just went ahead and did my eyebrows. I'm going to let you know what I used though, because like I said, my eyebrow routine did change. Instead of using a brow powder, I got the Anastasia Brow Definer, and this is in the shade Chocolate, by the way. And like always, I use my Brow Wiz in the shade Caramel, and I use my MAC Studio Finish concealer to sculpt out my brows, and then the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. So that's it. Next, I'm going to move on to eyes. Not really sure what I want to do, but I brought out a few of my palettes that I haven't used in a while. So alright, I'm going to start off by priming my eyes, and I'm going to be using this Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. I just dropped the lid. I just got out of the chair. Oh! Okay, anyways, fuck the lid, we'll get that later. So anyways, I usually use my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, but this is a really awesome eye primer, and I'm not sure I've talked about it with you guys yet, so I wanted to use it today, just to tell you my thoughts on it. So I think I know what I want this look to look like. So I'm going to start off by taking my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I'm going to take Strange with a MAC 224 brush. And I usually use these types of colors to set my entire eye area. But I'm just using this on my crease and my brow bone. I'm not going on my lid with this. Does this have like a shimmer to it? I can't really tell. Next, with the same brush, I'm going to take the shade Limit right here, and I'm going to apply this on my lid into my crease. This does not have to be perfect. You will see in a second. I'm blending this into my crease. I feel like I should be talking right now, but I'm not really sure what I'm doing, so I don't really know what to talk about. I guess I could talk about anything. Now would be the perfect time. I'm going to take the Anastasia brush and take the fluffy side and take the shade Nooner, which is just basically a darker version of Limit, and I'm going to focus this like just mainly in my crease. I don't want to bring this up too high, but I do want to blend it out. Okay, next I'm going to take this Too Faced Stardust palette by Vegas Nay. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And I'm going to be taking the shade Double Tap. Actually, I'm going to take sorry for switching up. I'm going to take the shade Girls Night first, which is right here. It's just like a reddish brown color. I'm going to take that one first, and I'm using a 213 brush from MAC. And I'm going to pack this on my lids. I'm kind of tilting my head back a little bit so I don't really get too much fallout. This is such a beautiful color. I'm just focusing this on my lid. I'm not really bringing it past my crease. If you want that color to be more intense, you could use a black base, like a black gel liner, or even NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencils. They have a black one. You could use that and just pack the color on top of that. It would have made it more intense, but I didn't really want to do that. So now I'm going to take Double Tap. I'm indecisive. Do I want to take it? Or should I take Black Heart from the Naked 3 palette? I'm indecisive about both just because they both have shimmer, and I don't know if I want this to be shimmery. I don't really want it to be shimmery. Alright, you know what? Oh my gosh, what do I do? I'm blending out this eyeshadow real quick. I wanted to ask you guys, but I forgot. I was going to ask it like after I did my eyebrows, but like I said, I forgot. Do you guys like, can you tell that I've been doing my eyebrows a little bit darker? And if you can, do you think they look better dark like this, or do you guys like them how I used to do them when they were a little bit lighter? Like, I kind of like them dark, but at the same time, I'm not really sure, so help a girl out. I think I'm going to take Double Tap. We're just going to do it. I'm going to take Double Tap from the Stardust palette and go over top of this. My hopes in applying this is just to make my lid a little bit darker. So, oh, I think it's working. I applied Girls Night first because that kind of acted as my base for this shadow. Oh yeah. Alright, then I'm going to just take the Anastasia brush again and take a little bit of Girls Night on the tip of the brush and just sort of use that to blend out, you know, blend it out a little bit. I think that's going to be it for the shadow on the lid, so I'm just going to do one final blend with my 224 brush just to make sure we are looking good. Okay, then for my lower lash line, I'm going to take this end of the Anastasia brush and I'm going to take Nooner from the Naked 3 palette, and I'm going to just smudge this on my lower lash line. So I mainly use this end of the brush to pack the color on, and then I'll go in with the fluffy side just to blend it out more. And to blend it out, I'm going to be taking Limit, which is basically, like I said, the lighter version of Nooner. I'm just using that to just kind of blend it out a little bit more. Okay, so I'm feeling like inner corner shimmer. Are you guys? So I'm going to take the shade Trick from the Naked 3 palette, which is this shade right here. It's like a rose gold color. I'm going to take my 213 brush from MAC again. I just wiped off the product that was already on it. And I'm going to take some Fix Plus just to get the product wet. And I'm going to take Trick, apply this to my inner corners. This is going to be like a base shadow because I am going to be applying another one over top. And then I'm going to also take this shade along my lower lash line. Okay, then I'm going to take, let's see, what eyeshadow do I want to put on top? Oh, I know. I'm going to take my Kat Von D, what is this? Metal Crush eyeshadow in the shade Thunderstruck, and going right over the shadow that I just applied. So in my inner corners, this just really kicks it up a notch, but it like keeps that rose gold color from underneath still, you know what I'm saying? So, and then also the lower lash line a little bit. Okay, so moving on, since we're done with eyeshadows, I'm going to be applying lashes and mascara. I'm not doing winged eyeliner today or any eyeliner at all, but you can if you would like. So basically for mascara, I went to Ulta yesterday and I picked up some stuff, and one of them being the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is an amazing mascara. I've gotten a sample of it before and I used that shit up real quick. And since then, since I ran out of the sample, I've been like waiting till I had enough like self-love to go out and splurge on this mascara. It's really heavy, wow. Feels like nice. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of this and apply some false lashes. Today, for lashes, I'm going to be using, okay, my makeup is literally a wreck. It's it's such a mess. I'm in the process of organizing, but I don't have enough space. I need to go get some like containers or some shit like that. So anyways, what eyelashes do I want to use today? I think I'm going to use the Ardell Wispies. Yeah, I'm going to do that and then I will be right back. Okay, so now that I've finished my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and finish up my face just by highlighting, because that is the last step that I do for my makeup. I mentioned in previous videos that I highlight my face last now because I felt like when I would wipe away fallout from my eyeshadow, it would kind of wipe away my highlight a little bit. So I've been doing that last. And what I'm going to be doing is taking, okay, I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, and this is going to be my first highlight. Whoa. I just applied to the tops of my cheeks and a little bit on my nose. And then I'm going to take the Kat Von D eyeshadow in Thunderstruck. I just took a little bit of that and I'm going right over top of this just to give it a more golden highlight, you know what I mean? This is really something today though. Holy shit. Okay, lips. I want to use something that I haven't used in a while. Sorry, my mirror is like in the way because like I think I told you guys, right? That my makeup is literally a disaster right now. So everything is everywhere, so I can't really find my stuff. First, I'm going to take this e.l.f., what is this? Matte lip color in the shade Tea Rose. Okay, that just broke. The lipstick is in the lid, but it's fine. Let's see if we can get this. Alrighty. And I'm just going to go over my lips with this. This is a very like mauvey color. Then I'm going to take this Milani lipstick in the shade Matte Naked. Just go over top of that. Oh. I want to use a lip liner, but it's in my purse, which is in my car. I don't really feel like getting it. Alright, I'm going to take this other e.l.f. matte lip color in the shade Natural and just kind of go over top of that. I wanted to do more of a nude light color lip. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the makeup. Halfway through doing this, I had to stop to charge my camera, like charge the battery on my camera. I was asking my dad, I was like, Dad, liner or no liner? And he was like, well, you do liner in a lot of your videos, so try to not do it today. And I was like, you know what, thanks, that's exactly what I need to hear. And that's mainly the real reason why I didn't do eyeliner today. So thanks, Dad. Also, he told me to give him a shout out, so here's your shout out. Oh, I actually do want to tell you guys something. This is completely irrelevant, but I thought it was interesting. So this morning, I wake up at like 6:25. I thought my house was gonna, what is it called, concave or cave in? Yeah, you want to know why? Because there was a tornado. Literally, really honestly, I can't see anything in the morning because it's so dark, but I could literally see lightning flashing outside my window. It was thundering. It was insane. And I was just waiting for like a text from like somebody saying, oh yeah, school's canceled. But no, it wasn't canceled. I was thinking about this today as I was laying in bed dreading being awake and being alive because I really didn't want to go to school. I think it's totally fine for us to get school off for presidents' birthdays. For example, yesterday, which was Monday, there was no school for, what was it, Washington's birthday? But I looked it on my calendar and we have school on Lincoln's birthday. So why is it that we have school for only certain presidents' birthdays? I honestly have no idea how that came into this conversation. If you like this makeup, please let me know down below and give this video a thumbs up. If you have any requests, also let me know down below. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel already, please do so if you want. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and I will talk to you later. Bye.